Hey there. Get ready to have your mind blown with some absolutely incredible facts about America that'll leave you scratching your head. Trust me, some of these are so wild you might need to fact-check them yourself. Did you know that in Alaska it's completely legal to wake up a sleeping bear for a photo opportunity? I mean, I wouldn't recommend trying it, but technically you could. Speaking of Alaska, during summer months in Barrow, the sun doesn't set for about 84 days straight. Imagine trying to get your kids to go to bed when it's bright as day outside at midnight. Here's another mind bender. There's a town in Texas called Comfort that banned the word hello. The locals there prefer to say howdy instead. And while we're talking about Texas, it's the only state that can legally fly its flag at the same height as the US flag. Pretty unique privilege, right? Let's hop over to California, where there's actually a law that prohibits animals from mating publicly within 500 feet of a tavern, school, or place of worship. I wonder who had to measure that one out. And get this, in Los Angeles, it's illegal to lick a toad. I guess someone had to learn that lesson the hard way. Here's something that'll blow your mind. The US Pentagon has twice as many bathrooms as necessary because when it was built in the 1940s, the state of Virginia still had segregation laws. Now they're all just extra conveniences. Speaking of buildings, the Empire State Building has its own zip code. Yep, 100118 belongs exclusively to this iconic landmark. And here's another NYC fun fact. There are more Italian Americans in New York City than in Rome, Italy. Want to hear something really wild? In Minnesota, it's illegal to cross state lines with a duck on your head. I'm dying to know the story behind that law. And in Wisconsin, it's illegal to serve apple pie in public restaurants without cheese. Because Wisconsin. Here's one that'll make you question everything. The US technically has no official language. English isn't officially recognized at the federal level, even though it's predominantly used. And speaking of language, did you know that the most commonly spoken language in American homes after English and Spanish is Tagalog? That's right, the Filipino language. Let's talk money. The first US president wasn't George Washington on the $1 bill. It was actually Benjamin Franklin on the $100 bill. And here's something that'll make you look twice at your money. US bills are made from cotton and linen, not paper. They're actually 75% cotton and 25% linen with some synthetic fibers thrown in. Ever wonder about American food habits? The average American eats about 71 pounds of ketchup every year. That's basically a small child's worth of ketchup. And speaking of food, the first pizza place in America wasn't in New York, it was in Boston, opened in 1905. Here's a real head scratcher. In Arizona, it's illegal to refuse someone a glass of water. It's considered an act of basic human kindness, given the state's hot climate. And while we're on the subject of weather, Florida gets more lightning strikes than any other US state, with about 1.2 million strikes per year. And get this, there's a town in Kentucky where it's illegal to carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket. Apparently, this law dates back to horse thieves who would use ice cream to lure horses away without technically stealing them. Talk about creative crime. Let's wrap up with this mind-blowing fact. If you count Alaska's coastline with all its little islands, the United States actually has more miles of coastline than all other countries combined. And speaking of size, did you know that Russia is only 2.5 miles away from America at its closest point? You could almost wave to Russia from Alaska. These fascinating facts really show just how unique and sometimes bizarre America truly is. From strange laws to incredible statistics, this country never ceases to amaze. And trust me, this is just scratching the surface. There are countless more wild facts about this amazing nation that would blow your mind.